Have you ever looked at your twin flame, the one who ran and wondered, do they even feel what I feel? Do they think about you late at night, the way you still think about them? Or did they simply walk away, close the door, and forget? The truth may surprise you. Because the twin flame runner, the one we so often blame, cry over, or even resent, is not heartless at all. They are not running from you. They're running from the depth of the love that awakened inside them. A love so powerful it shakes everything they thought they knew about themselves. Most of the time when we speak about twin flame journeys, we hear the story of the chaser, the one who loves openly, who feels the loss, who waits, who aches. But what about the runner? What happens inside their soul when they walk away from something they secretly know is irreplaceable? This is what we're exploring today. What does the twin flame runner actually experience? Why do they protect the timing of the connection even when it looks like rejection? And how can both twins navigate this sacred phase without drowning in misunderstanding and pain? Because understanding their side doesn't mean you excuse the hurt. It means you begin to see the bigger picture, the energetic dance between two souls evolving toward union. So, let's begin where everything starts at that first meeting. When twin flames meet, something beyond the physical happens. It's not attraction, it's recognition, two souls remembering each other in human form. The runner feels this too, as strongly, as intensely, as deeply as the chaser. The eyes meet, and suddenly the air shifts. Their world, once predictable, logical, controllable, starts to crumble. They may laugh, flirt, act casual, but deep down they're already trembling. Because what they feel doesn't fit into any rational category. Most twin flame runners have been through heartbreak before. They have loved, lost, and promised themselves, never again. They've built walls, convinced themselves that emotions are dangerous, and tried to live in a way that keeps them safe, busy, distracted, detached. Then you appear, and suddenly, all those defenses begin to melt. At first, they try to convince themselves this connection is ordinary. They tell themselves, it's just attraction. It'll fade. But it doesn't. Instead, your energy pulls at their soul like gravity. You awaken parts of them. They've buried their sensitivity, their hope, their capacity to love purely. And that's when fear begins to creep in. Because now, they are standing in front of something too real, too raw. A love that doesn't ask for performance. A mirror that reflects who they truly are, flaws, wounds, shadows, and all. You see them in ways no one else ever has, and that terrifies them. So the runner starts oscillating between two worlds, the desire to merge and the urge to escape. They give you love one moment and distance the next. They say things like, you deserve better, or I'm not ready. But beneath those words is a silent confession. I love you, but I don't know how to be loved by you. Have you ever noticed how they disappear right after moments of deep connection? That's not coincidence. It's the soul's alarm system reacting to vulnerability. They feel the magnetic pull as strongly as you, but they associate that pull with danger because it means losing control. And control is the only thing that has ever made them feel safe. But what happens after they run? What do they really go through in the silence that follows? Let's move deeper. When the runner distances themselves, it might seem like they're fine. They post pictures, focus on work, date someone new. But beneath that surface lies chaos. At first, they feel relief finally, space to breathe. But soon that relief turns into emptiness. Because unlike any previous relationship, this connection doesn't fade. The energy of the twin flame remains in their field in dreams, in music, in moments of random déjà vu. They start feeling you even when they try not to. Your emotions ripple through them. They sense when you're crying, when you're healing, when you're letting go. And this invisible bond drives them inward, often into a dark night of the soul. The runner's journey is not easier than the chaser's. In fact, it can be even more brutal because they're forced to face what they've avoided their entire life. Guilt, shame, abandonment, fear of rejection, fear of not being enough. They replay every word they said that hurt you, every moment they could have chosen differently. But instead of reaching out, they retreat further, thinking, I don't deserve them. They're too good for me. And that thought becomes their prison. They may enter new relationships, hoping distraction will dull the ache. But no matter how much they try to forget, nothing compares. They realize the love they felt with you wasn't just emotional. It was energetic, spiritual, transformational. And so begins the awakening of the runner, a slow, painful peeling away of illusions. Now here's the truth most people miss. The runner doesn't control the timing of their return consciously. It's not like they decide, okay, in 6 months I'll come back. What controls the timing is energy. Each time the runner faces a fear, heals an inner wound, or releases something toxic, they align closer to the vibration of reunion. And the same happens with the chaser. When you shift from need to peace, from waiting to trust, you change the frequency between you. So when we say the runner protects the timing, it's not because they want to hurt you or delay love. It's because deep down, their higher self knows. Union too early can destroy what is meant to be sacred. Let me explain this deeper because this is where many get lost in pain and confusion. When a runner pulls away, it's not always rejection. It can be protection. Not protection of their ego, but protection of the connection itself. Imagine two souls carrying heavy, unhealed wounds, abandonment, control, unworthiness. If they come together too soon, those wounds will clash, causing chaos instead of harmony. So the separation, painful as it is, becomes the universe's way of saying, not yet, you both need to grow first. The runner's instinctive withdrawal gives space for both twins to evolve individually. They must rediscover their own light before merging into one flame. It's divine choreography, not punishment. Now, how can the runner protect this timing without causing misunderstanding? The answer is clarity and energy alignment. If they are aware of what's happening, a runner can communicate honestly. I need time to understand myself. This isn't about you. I love you, but I have to heal. Those words, when spoken from the heart, can turn confusion into mutual respect. But not all runners are spiritually awake enough to explain it. Some vanish abruptly, not out of cruelty, but because they literally don't have the tools to articulate what they're feeling. Their soul is screaming one thing, I love you, while their human self is overwhelmed with fear. And this is why misunderstanding happens. Because the chaser reads silence as rejection, while the runner interprets intensity as danger. But if both could see from a higher perspective, they'd realize, and this isn't about rejection or fear, it's about alignment. The universe is guiding both to a version of themselves that can love without attachment, without projection, without fear. So if you're listening to this and your twin flame is running, please remember, their silence is not your punishment. It's a mirror showing you where you still need to heal your own fears of abandonment or control. And as you rise, your twin feels that rise. They may not message you, but your energy shift reaches them. It awakens their courage to face what they've been avoiding. Slowly, they begin to realize that running away doesn't bring peace. It only magnifies the void. And that's when the magic begins, the inner transformation. They start to face their past childhood wounds, trauma, ego, guilt. They may go through heartbreaks with karmic partners or life crises that shake their foundation. But every breakdown leads them closer to awakening. Until one day, the fear starts to fade. And the love that never left them becomes stronger than the pain that kept them apart. By the time the runner is ready to return, something extraordinary has shifted. They're no longer running from love, they're running toward it. Not out of need or desperation, but from a place of awareness and peace. When reunion happens, it's not two halves completing each other. It's two wholes sharing one soul frequency. And you'll notice it. The energy feels lighter, calmer, more grounded. This is why the journey takes time. Because it's not just about union with your twin flame, it's about union with yourself. When you both reach that inner harmony, the outer connection follows naturally. So, if you are in separation, don't lose faith. Your twin flame feels everything you feel. They're not heartless. They're awakening in their own way, guided by the same light that guides you. When you heal, they heal. When you forgive, they soften. When you release control, they find the courage to come home. Your job is not to chase them, it's to become the vibration of love itself. Because that is the only energy strong enough to call them back. Not through words, but through soul resonance. If this message spoke to your heart today, take a deep breath and whisper silently, I trust the divine timing of my connection. Let this be your affirmation. Remember, separation is not the end. It's the bridge that leads you both back to your highest selves. So keep healing, keep trusting, keep loving, even from afar. If you found comfort or clarity in this message, share it with someone walking the same path. And in the comments below, tell me, do you feel your twin flame even in the silence? Let's talk about it together, soul to soul. Until next time, stay aligned, stay open, and remember, true love never runs. It only evolves.